My favorite color is red. And the sound of that color is probably, it's a great question, but maybe. That's how I would live. Toastmasters members and guests, let's try an activity. Everyone close your eyes. Now take a deep breath and let that breath out. Take another deep breath. Let that one out. One more time. Deep breath. And let that one out. Great. Everyone open your eyes. I appreciate you guys following those commands. I've just accomplished the objective of my speech. I've inspired you guys all to follow me. And you've done a great job. Fantastic. So, now that the pressure is off, we can go forward with this. How many people like to be inspired? Everybody likes to be inspired. I love to be inspired. I love motivation. I'm what you would call a seminar junkie. I go to all the seminars. If they're motivating, I'm there. You might ask yourself, well, why do you spend so much time going to these seminars, trying to get motivated, when the next day you're just not motivated? And I would agree with you. Motivation has its ups and its downs. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it works. So you ask, well, why do you spend so much time doing that? And I would say, motivation is just like taking a shower. You need it every day. Period. I'm not going to sit here and give you guys a raw session. Let's get up and conquer the world kind of a speech here. What this is, I can't jump into your head, Danielle, and get you to act. I can try to tell you some things, but you've got to make that decision. I can't get you up in the morning, Jerry, and say, let's go to the gym and work out. Then I can't get you to call a family member when you need to. But what I can do, and what I'd like to do today, is share with you some of the ideas that I use every day to try to keep my motivation a little bit higher than it was the day before. The first thing I do is read. How many people like to read? Okay. When I was younger, I hated to read. Absolutely hated it. When I was in first and second grade, when we were trying to learn to read, the teacher thought I had a problem. I liked to daydream. So my mom had to enroll me in a special reading course to find out whether it was a reading problem or just a daydreaming problem. My older brother thought it was his responsibility to make sure that I learned how to read, so he would try to teach me how to read. I've since grown out of that, and I found that reading is extremely important. How many would agree that knowing how to read is important? Do you agree? Absolutely. Mark Twain said, "He who knows how to read but doesn't is no better off than he who doesn't know how to read at all." If you think about it, if you read 10 pages a day, 5 days a week, you'll read 13 200-page books a year. That's at least one book a month. How much knowledge can you get from just reading a short time every day? The second thing I want to share with you is listening. Listening to great people. Listening to mentors. Listening to people who've gone before. Warren Buffett's, his CDs, the motivational seminar CDs, things that teach us and help our minds grow. When I'm driving in my car, Jerry, and I want to drive really fast and aggressive, what kind of music do you think I listen to? Rock. Absolutely. What I listen to creates the outcome of what I want to achieve. So if you want your life to be motivated or more elevated with energy, listen to what you listen to every day. Or look at it and see what you're listening to every day. And it will affect you. In fact, a challenge for you this week is write down how much time you're in the car and see how much time you could be listening to maybe another book. I think it would surprise you how much time you actually spend in your car. The 5-minute drive to here, the 45-minute drive to here, and back. Now, y'all could probably triple the books she reads in a year by listening to them. In fact, even if you doubled it, that'd be 26 books a year to get the knowledge from it. It's an incredible feat. The third thing is writing. Writing down. I'm not saying write in a journal. That might be a method of doing it. But keeping track of different things that you do in your life. Everyday activities. You talk to a weight loss person and they say, if you want to know how to lose weight, track what you eat and when you eat it for 1 week. When you know what that is, you can make the adjustments to improve your life. There's a doctor named James Harrington, and he's been involved in studying quality and performance improvements. He's been doing this since the 1950s. And he says, he summarizes well the lessons about it. Measurement is the first step that leads to control and eventually to improvement. If you can't measure something, you can't understand it. If you can't understand it, you can't control it. If you can't control it, you can't improve it. Writing things down, whether it's a journal of what's happened in your day that you can review, or just thoughts of what you're supposed to be doing, what you'd like to be doing, thoughts, questions. How can I improve this? You write that down, and just keep writing it down. You'll be able to improve your days. The final thing is visualization. If you can't see it, how are you supposed to go there? It reminds me of the story Alice in Wonderland. I'm sure you guys have all heard that story. She's in Wonderland and she comes to a cross in the road. She turns to the cat and she says, what way should I go? She says, well, where do you want to go? I don't know. Well, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you want to go. That's the importance of visualization. When we want to see when we want to accomplish something, the first thing we have to do is visualize where it is, what we want to do to accomplish it, and that's where the writing comes in. You start formulating ideas. Now these are 4 different things that I use in a daily basis. It can take up to an hour and that's it. By using these, you can create successful moments in your life. A successful year comes from an accumulation of successful days. And a successful day comes from an accumulation of successful hours. And by incorporating some of these things in your daily life, that gives you control over what you want to achieve, you will have those successful days. You will have those successful hours. So my challenge is, look at these 4 things that we talked about. Reading, writing, visualizing, and listening. If you can't do them all, do at least one this week. And see if it improves your mindset and your ability to achieve what you want. I guarantee it will, because it's worked for so many people. And if you read the books of Thomas Jefferson's, Abraham Lincoln's, these guys have all done that. Think about it, 26 books a year, any topic you want, any direction you can go.